It's always hard to get your market bearings after a 3-day weekend. It's Monday night, February 15th. Let's try and get a jump on the week, do a little market analysis, see if we can find a trade. You can see in the daily chart here, we've got a nice upward sloping channel. These can last for a very long time. Now, after about 40 bars, the move does tend to get a little bit tired, but everything still seems to be in place right now. In fact, I think we're going to get a breakout to the upside. You know that I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks or so. I believe the table is set for it. Let's take a look at last week's price action in particular. Last week we gapped up. We had a very difficult time moving higher. Everything was tested. And in fact, we had a big 60-point drop during the course of the week. We'll go into the 15-minute chart, and you can see what happened here on Tuesday. The market gapped up. Massive sell-off. Now, this heavy selling right here was a bid check. Institutions do it all the time. They want to see how aggressive buyers are. What's their level of conviction? Well, we were able to rally off of that low, but that wasn't the end of the selling. Because you can see on Thursday, we were right back at it, testing that low. We made a higher low, double bottom. That was good, and the market was able to rally just a little bit here. Now on Friday, again, we're testing that bid. This resistance level from the day before is holding. We pull back, but look what happens in the last 2 hours of trading. Zoom, right through that high, and that was a new all-time closing high. The market can't just go straight up all the time. It does need to pause, and during these pauses, that's when they check the bid. I think we're going to have an excellent week ahead. It's a shortened week, only 4 days. The other thing that I believe will help to fuel the rally is that the whole impeachment process is over. Democrats can focus on getting that stimulus bill passed. Nancy Pelosi said, we want that bill passed before the end of February. Well, here we are. We're already through the halfway point, so it's got to happen within the next couple of weeks. $1.9 trillion, that's a lot of money. It's going to find its way into the market. So I believe that we're going to see a breakout through the upper end of this trading channel. Typically, when that happens, you don't just poke through it just a little bit. You run hard through it because it forces a lot of short covering. I believe that we're going to see SPY 400 easily. We could get to 405. So I want to be positioned for that. We've got a lot of positions on right now as far as swing trades, so we are ready for that type of move. Let's go in and take a look at one search. That's all we need. Then I'll show you something else that's really cool that you can do within Option Stalker. These are stocks that come up on one specific search. Click bullish, click pop bull. Those of you who are swing traders and who are subscribed to Option Stalker, you have this search available to you. There's another search that you'll want to be using, and that is bull flag. And you can see it right here. Flag, bullish. That's been another fantastic search. I've been highlighting a lot of stocks off of that recently. Let's take a look at the pop bull list. This is going to look for breakouts. So there you've got a bullish flag right there. Big breakout through horizontal resistance. Looks excellent, but that we're not interested in trading. I've got other better candidates. Chewy. You know I like Chewy. You can see how this downward sloping trend line was broken to the upside on Friday. New all-time high. I like it. It's got earnings coming up very soon. Win. Downward sloping trend line right here. Earnings right there. A after the close. Stock runs up, tests resistance, and it's been able to hold this little bit of a rally here. This stock looks like it's ready to go higher. It just has to gain a little bit of steam here and push through. Over the weekend, we've also learned that the number of coronavirus cases is declining pretty rapidly. That's good news, especially with the vaccines getting out there. DOCU, pretty choppy stock, so I'm not very interested in that one. Micron, I do like this. In fact, we're going to do a trade on this. You can see a bull flag formation. There's your flagpole. There's the pullback. Downward sloping trend line comes through here. Stock has been able to grind through that, and now on Friday broke out to a new all-time high. Hover over the E. Earnings, March 24th. We need to do a bullish put spread below March 24th. Where might we want to do one? Well, we'll click GTC. I see a nice little uptrend line right in here. So we're going to draw that in. You can see how it comes into play right around 82.50, which is below that breakout. I believe the breakout's going to hold. In fact, I believe the stock is going to continue to move higher. So I feel pretty safe as long as we can get a decent premium. We're going to go into that 82.50 strike price and we'll go as close as we can. I don't really want to go out more than 2 weeks. So let's take a look and see what we can get for the March 12th expiration. That would be 1, 2, 3 weeks out. See what we can get for that 82.50, 80. And we'll click on the 82.50 puts. We'll click on the 80 puts. And here you can see that this is 23 cents bid offered at $1.12. Well, when I have $2.50 between the strike prices, I like to get 50 cents for that spread. That would represent a 25% return in 3 weeks if it expires worthless. I like this spread. We are bid side, meaning that if it's 23 cents bid, 50 cents is closer to the bid than it is to the ask, which means that we have a chance of perhaps getting filled on this. S&P futures are up about 17 points from the close Friday, so it looks like we're going to have a positive open. You know how these gaps up to a new relative high are. They have a tendency to pull back early in the day. If you're a day trader, do not buy that open. If you're a swing trader, you've got to wait for at least the first half hour to play out. Most of those moves come in. So you start to see some selling pressure. Once the bid is established, then you have a chance to look for relative strength and enter your trade. So just a pointer for tomorrow, don't rush in right on the open. So that's the spread that we're going to be doing. Good for the day only. That is also in staged orders. So if you click the staged order entry screen, whoops, I just clicked it twice. I meant to click this tab, but you'll see it here a couple of times. We'll cancel those out. But you can see that spread right there. So it'll make it very easy for you. We'll go back and review the trade. MU, March 12th expiration. We're selling the 82.50 puts. We're buying the 80 puts. We're doing that for a 50-cent credit. Good for the day. So let's take a look at one other thing. Right now, we've had the chip companies very, very strong. Let's say that you wanted to have some exposure specifically to semiconductors. You would go into Market View. We're going to go down into the sectors and groups, and we'll click on Technology. Within Technology, we want to go into the semiconductors. There's your list of semiconductor stocks. See how easy that is? This is more of a top-down approach. Everything that we do is technical. This is a little bit more fundamental. The nice thing here, if you do fundamental analysis, Option Stalker is great for that as well. We have a very short-term time frame, so we focus more on technicals, but you can see the earnings release date for every stock in this group, and you can see how the stock reacted the day after. So if you're looking for tangent plays, you go, oh, hey, look at this. I've got AMAC coming up on February 18th, and overall, the earnings reaction has been very positive. This might be one that I want to watch. If we go through the list, you're going to see some very nice looking charts. I'm just going to click through. Look at that breakout there. Beautiful. AMAT, love that stock. ASML. See how hot this group is? All I'm doing is just going right down the list. These are some nice stocks to consider. Unfortunately, many of them do not have very good option liquidity. I looked at KLAC, I looked at LRCX, I looked at ASML. Love all those stocks, but I do not like the option liquidity, so there's nothing for us there. Just wanted to point out, Option Stalker has so many different features in it. You really got to knock through the manual and take a look at everything that's in there. I'm sure if you're looking for some form of analysis, you're going to find it in the platform. So for tomorrow, we're going to try and get a Micron trade done. You saw how easy it was for me to find that. I clicked scanner. I went to bullish. I checked out pop bull. If you are a swing trader using Option Stalker, and if you are looking for bullish put spreads or just solid swing trades, pop bull is one of my favorite searches. And then also use that flag bullish search. We'll take a quick look there. I'm not going to go through these stocks, but you can see these are all excellent looking candidates. For those of you who are one option members, Tuesday morning, I'm going to be sending out an email. I've got a couple of other trades that I have in mind. I really want to get long this market because I believe that we're going to see follow through now that we've had a nice rally off of the sell-off that we saw 3 weeks ago. We checked the bid last week. Everything's set for us to move higher this week. So watch for an email early before the open tomorrow. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications so that you never miss these videos. Thank you. Good luck with your trades tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.